morning, everyone. I hope you're all having an awesome, super awesome Thursday. I believe, right? It's Thursday. I think so. Well, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a super awesome morning. I had a super awesome treat this morning. My girl Summer was serenading me, and it was lovely, and I loved it. It was so nice. And then I got ready to it. So if I wasn't commenting, it was because I was putting on my face and my hair. So I have a question for you guys. Do I look like a golden girl with wearing this kimono and then like my hair being like this? I took every picture and I was like, wow, I look like I'm building my home in the villages right now. So shout out to all my villagers. I love you and I miss you. And I'm trying to dress like you. That's what's going on. But I hope you guys are having a super awesome Thursday. What did you guys do yesterday? Let's see. I recorded some vocals yesterday. I was very excited. But I'm so frustrated still. Because this head cold, I mean, it's gone, except like there's just still like mucus and phlegm that just show up, and I'm like, and so it turns this beautiful vocal phrase into just like static and nastiness, and I'm like, what is up with this? What's up with this? Words are hard. That is what was going on with me yesterday. But I laid down some awesome vocals yesterday. And then I re-listened to the song, and it turns out I didn't need to sing some of it. That's what the other people sing. And Show Yourself, the part where show yourself, step into your power, grow yourself into something new. I was singing the part that goes, you are the one you've been waiting for, right? But I'm thankful that I guess I learned it. That way, if I need to sing it for someone else, I can. But I did a little too much yesterday. That's the story of my life. So what's going on with you guys? You enjoying your Thursday morning? I woke up with a nightmare last night. Yeah, just in time to come, to wake up in time for my husband's alarm. So that's fun. Yeah. So how was your day yesterday? And then how's your morning this morning? Yeah, so I woke up with a nightmare, and that's no fun. And I was like, literally, I just want to go to sleep. That's why you're seeing like all these dark circles under my eyes. You see this? Yeah. Yep. So yeah, it's been really great. It's been really awesome to see my friends finally recording and finally showing and sharing their talents. I'm really happy for them. I'm really excited because I'm like, all right, well, now that you like stuck your toe into the water, like jump in with me. Come on, like let's do this. Like let's have projects, and I'm real excited. So yeah, what you working on? You see it's there. My goodness, it doesn't go away. Does anybody have a special way to get rid of all that stuff? Besides, I guess, like a salt rinse, something. So, oh, guys, yesterday, because of peer pressure, I watched the Tiger King documentary, and my husband came in about the 5th episode, and I was like, yeah, I'm like reheating dinner, and I was like, yeah, I've been watching this Tiger King thing. I was waiting on a friend to send me some like videos and audio. That way I would edit it later. I'm like, well, I'm going to be busy later, so why don't I just take a break and watch this Tiger King thing? And my husband came in at like episode 5, and he goes, what you watching? I'm like, oh, Tiger King. Yeah, it's interesting. He goes, cool, what's it about? And there was just so much going on about this documentary. I was like, I can't tell you at this point. It has everything. What isn't it about? Hey, good morning, Katie. You know, have you seen Tiger King yet on Netflix? It's insane. It is insane. And then they played a clip of him on John Oliver. And on Sunday nights, I don't know what it is about British accents, but they just like put me to sleep. You know, on Saturdays, the best naps, I don't know about you guys, but the best weekend naps is taking a nap while watching any BBC nature documentary. The 4 o'clock spot on Saturday afternoon with David Attenborough. You are asleep. Or on Sunday nights, we call him John Ollie, but with John Oliver, you know, he only has like a 30-minute program, and I'm like real excited to watch it, and then about 2 minutes in, I'm out. So I don't know what it is about British accents that I'm like, you know, out. Hey, good morning. I don't know if that's you guys too, but they played a clip on John Oliver about the Tiger King running for president, and I remember I was like, that was in the back of my mind, you know. It ridiculous. Have you seen it? I was gonna watch a few episodes tonight. Look, it's insane. I don't know if anyone else has seen it. I saw all of it yesterday because my husband came in. I got to spend about 2 hours with him, and he was like, "I'm exhausted." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, like go to sleep." You know, as I'm like turning back Tiger King. But what if you're ever in a show where you have to have a British accent? Well, I guess I need a cot in the back because I'm gonna be like, look, guys, I said my lines for an hour, and I'm gonna take my 10-minute break, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Wake me up. That's what's gonna happen. So whenever I'm actually having trouble sleeping, I'll actually turn them on like on my phone. Like I'll put on John Ollie or any nature documentary with David Attenborough. Like they put me right to sleep. Yeah. And it's not that they're not interesting. I just think the voices are just like super chill, you know. Good morning, guys. I love spending my mornings with you. I really do. So I pulled up this cup. I was given this cup years ago before I even started drinking coffee. It's my Bell Virgo cup. So you know how yesterday I was like, oh no, like you can't see it because it's backwards. Well, then I replayed the video from yesterday, and it wasn't right. It wasn't bad, and so I'm just like, oh, you can't read it, it's backwards, and you guys are having, you know, you're like, no. But on me, like on my feedback, it says that it's backwards. I can't win, right? I can't win with the sign that was back here because then it turned backwards and then it came back. Look, when I get that sign, because you guys are like, when are you going to bring back your sign? I know the moment that I write out that sign or I create a sign or anything like that is automatically going to go backwards again. You just watch. You watch. It's crazy as the documentary's been on Netflix for a while, but I think people are reaching that part of quarantine where they will watch anything. That was me. Well, it said that it was #1 in the US yesterday. And I'm like, well, yeah, because everyone on my Facebook is talking about this a crazy documentary. Yeah. Guys, it had a lot. I'm telling you, it was a lot if you've ever seen it. Because my husband saw about 5 minutes of it, and I think he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be lost. We've been watching more Hulu recently. So I just finished season 1 of Fargo. It was so good, you know, because we're going from Rome, which is the stupid show that knew it was stupid, right? And we watched all 2 seasons of that, right? And then we finished all the seasons of Deadwood, which we were first calling it Rome Cowboys. At your house, do you ever call things what they actually are? Because I'm finding out in our house we don't. So, except for Rome. Because I'm like, can I watch Rome? And then Deadwood became Rome Cowboys. And then it turned into Angry Cowboys once we realized how good the show was. And then we finished season 1 of Fargo, and I think, there's 3 or 4 seasons, and then they're coming back with a season. And then we started watching Devs on Hulu. And I don't know, we don't know yet about that show. Have you seen Devs? Up in my comments, have you seen Devs on FX or Hulu? We don't know yet if it's deep or dumb. You know, we don't know if they're just trying to slap you in the face with biblical metaphors or not. We just don't know the direction that it's actually going. And by episode 2, I was like, I think this is dumb. I think this show is dumb. You know, I think it's like really just trying to be like really deep and really dramatic and really a lot of these things. And like, this is what we're, you know, like Family Guy, when like way back when he was, this character has like photos of his kids in his wall, and he's like, look at my kids, and he's like, punch him in the face with pictures of his kids. I felt like that's what Devs was trying to do, was like, look at us being deep, look. And I was like, I think I'm kind of done. I feel dumb, but done with this show. So Belle's a Virgo. I would have thought, well, let me read to you what it says on the back of it. So yeah, please let me know, like, what shows are you currently watching? And are you also watching Devs? And is it deep or dumb? There you go. Because I'm going to talk a bit more about shows. So this is when the Disney store was coming out with like all of the star sign cups. So it says, you know, first of all, I'm a Virgo. Because if you guys notice, I got a webcam. I got my coffee break back for my birthday in the fall. And it has some writing on the back of it. So I guess this is why Belle's a Virgo, all right? You're kind of an open book. Passionate, loyal, and giving. Your friends know they can trust you to write them a happy ending. Virgo. That's what it says. I think because she's just an introvert. I guess so. Let's see. I'm just rewatching a bunch of stuff for background noise. I hear that. Well, talking about that, all my background noise people, like my Dr. Phil, Maury is pretty much the same. He's like, look, I have a tried and true formula, and I'm all about it, Maury. I love it. It's such trash. I am waiting for someone during quarantine, I think that someone is me, to write a Maury opera. I already have some ideas in my head over how I'm going to structure songs and whatnot, but so good. So good. I love trash. I have not seen Love is Blind yet. My sister called me up and she goes, hey, I know you love trash TV. And I go on. She's like, I know you love trash TV. You have to watch Love is Blind. But I'm like, but is that too dumb? You know, like Maury's dumb, but like, is Love is Blind too dumb? We're gonna see. I guess I finished the Tiger King thing, so it wasn't dumb, it was a lot. There was a lot going on. I was like, Rob, it's a cacophony of things, or a cornucopia. I was like, wait, what's the word of like the Thanksgiving thing? And he was like, cornucopia. And I was like, exactly! That's what this documentary is, right? Matt! My dude! How are you doing? I'm so excited to see you. Good morning. Tiger King was a trip. Whoa, it was insane, right? It was like, what didn't it have? You know, like it had music videos. It had music. It had a lot. Yeah, good. Oh, you make me so happy. You make me so happy. See, I'm a Sagittarius. I guess that would be Merida. That would be cool. Yeah. Oh, talking about Pixar movies, have you guys seen Onward yet. I was so excited last Friday when Disney announced that they're going to put it on streaming, right? On video on demand, whatever. And then Disney Plus. And I'm like, oh, cool, for $5. Me and my husband can have a nice date, right? I cooked some dinner and I'm like, look, I'm cooking you dinner because we're going to watch Onward. And then I pulled it up and I was like, well, how come it's only saying that it's $20? I don't want to buy the movie. I just want to rent it. And then I realized that's how Disney's making their money back, because they're going to charge $20 for you to watch Onward for like, what, the next 2-3 weeks? And I was like, that's some garbage, right? I was like, these streaming things, the renting, $5, right? Because when I go to the movie theaters, I don't spend $20. I spend $5. We're with everyone else, all right? Everyone that looks like this. And we go before noon all the time. Like on the weekends, we go before noon because the tickets are $5. And then we have our movie card stub, right? That way we have more discounts, because then, you get like $5 after spending $50. We're always going to the movies. So we're always, swiping that card. I'm like, I don't spend $20 on one movie. Nuh-uh. So I'm waiting. But because that's how we judge our movies. Is that how you do it at home too? We judge our movies for full price, which we saw the Baywatch movie for full price. So I have not let that down to my husband, And then we have $5. We'll go, I'll go see that for $5 because that's what we normally go do. And then we have the Redbox price, which is what, $2. And then we have we'll watch it on TNT, I don't think I'm ready. Katie, no one's mentally ready for this documentary. You just have to go watch it. You just have to jump in and you have to watch it. We are already paying for the subscription, but that's when it comes on Disney Plus in 2 weeks. Yeah. Whenever April 6th is, I woke up this morning not knowing if it was Thursday or any orientation at all. So, hey girl, how's it going? Baywatch for full price? What a mistake. That was my husband's mistake. He really wanted to go see it, so we saw it for full price. So I'm a really great supportive wife. I am. But then again, we saw $5. We saw the Assassin's Creed movie for $5, and it was not worth $5 at all. Let's see. At this point, we only really go to the movies on our birthday. Okay, that's a sweet deal. That's super sweet. The last movie I saw in the theaters was 1917. That was good. I knew it was going to be a really great movie. But I told my husband, because I think he wasn't totally on board to go see it. I was like, look, we're going to go see for $5, all right? Budget friendly. I wanted him to come with me because I knew my nerves were going to be just shot. They were going to be like all the way up here. So I'm like, since I can't bring my therapist to go see 1917 and for him to like meditate with me, I was like, hey, what I really need you to do is I need you to come see this movie with me. I really want to come see this movie. And I need to hold your hand. So the whole time I'm just like, that was me during 1917. Let me talk about the audience of 1917. I waited a month or two to see this movie. I knew it was going to be fantastic. I knew I was going to go through this just anxiety-driven adventure for 2 hours, and I was all on board, right? I finally saw it. I finally got him on it, and so we're watching it, right? And everything's going good, except the people behind me. The people. Look, I saw Frozen 2 with children on a busy Tuesday night. I'm like, don't your kids have school in the morning? It doesn't matter because it was Frozen 2. And I mean, you can understand because it's just children, right? I thought by going at like 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night on a school night would have made a difference. I mean, right? We all know it's Frozen 2. There is no difference, right? Those children are going to see that movie. So, it was noisy, it was packed in Frozen 2, and then in the very front row, a child brought a light sword. I mean, it wasn't like a lightsaber, it was like a sword that had like blue lightning that kind of like went around it, and it made sound, and they were constantly right up in the front row. It's a packed big theater, and that was going on. But at least they had the courtesy to leave. I think once the kid starts playing with the sword, their interest is kind of lost, right? So I knew that with children, with going to see a movie with children, I knew that what was going to happen. So in 1917, I had an older couple behind me commenting on everything that was happening, right? Quite loudly the entire time. And also, like, we're dealing with now we're realizing that people have different levels of hygiene. You know, because people are like, I do wash my hands, and that can mean like 3 days ago, right? I didn't know, but like this woman like open coughed like over us, right? And then they're just talking to each other, and then the characters are going through these harrowing dangers and anxiety and whatnot. And one of the characters, as you can understand, like he doesn't want to keep his medals because he's not very proud of what he's doing, which I'm like, yeah, I mean, I've never gone to war, but I'm like, I can understand you, dude, And the guy behind me is like, oh, that guy needs a medal for his bravery. And I'm like, dude, are you not watching this movie? And then they're just commenting on everything. And then one of them went to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness we can have some quiet, right? Because this movie, there's not a lot of dialogue. It's just there's a lot of tension, and the music swells, and, or the music quiet downs, so it's not a good movie to go and talk to. And I was just thinking, I'm like, so in this theater, it's a lot of older people. There were teenagers in there, but it's a lot of older people, older couples, and then teenagers, and then my husband and I. And I was like, why is it that I'm in a theater with adults? Right? There are, minors here, but they're respectful. And why am I in a theater with adults? And it's the exact same thing as Frozen 2. So I was so mad when I came out of theater, because I'm going to have to tell a full-grown adult older than me to be respectful. And to shh. That's what you do to children. Ah. All right, guys, that was my rant. But I loved that movie, especially the ending and the music. You guys know how much I love music that swells. And then I got like, the two people from the Muppets, but they're not funny. Like, at least the Muppet dudes are funny. These guys are just annoying. So that's my rant on annoying moviegoers. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm just like, you're complaining about millennials not being respectful, and look at you! Look at you! I'm not going to look at you, but like, I need to toss my hair. There you go. Guys, I looked at the time, and now I'm realizing, I'm like, whoa, that rant went a little too long. I'm so glad you're still here with me. Hey, good morning, Janine. I know. Oh man, Assassin's Creed was awful. Awful. And I paid $5 for it, and it didn't deserve my $5 at all. Last movie I saw in theaters was a kids movie with my two older grandsons. Aw, that's so nice. That's so nice. Unfortunately, we've only gone to the big movies in the theaters and have been disappointed. Looking at Star Wars. Are you talking about the new Star Wars? We didn't really mind that. We were okay with it, but we're not big Star Wars people. I'm like, I grew up as a Trekkie. And then I didn't see Star Wars until I was like 16. The first one. No, just kidding. You know what Star Wars movie I saw? The first one? Attack of the Clones. And I was telling my dad, I was like, so like, what's going on? Send. Guys, did you see my blog when I was in about taking pictures at the beach? Like, one of the things that you need to realize when you go and take pictures of the beach, my beautiful Margaret, is that there's sand everywhere. And all I can think about was the line from Attack of the Clones that's like, I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere. What's wrong with people? I don't know. Like, their mamas need to raise them right. My mom and I used to throw popcorn to people. We should have. You know, but it would have been this motion. Maybe they're history buffs. These people had no idea what was going on. They kept on talking to each other about what's going on. Just shh. Shh. You know? Back when you can afford movie. Okay, so my I don't spend $20 on tickets, but I do spend $20 on popcorn. So overall, because my sister was like, yeah, we spent $40 at the movies. And I was like, how? You know, but popcorn. Because, guys, I love the big soda and I love the big popcorn. I love it. I love it. I know, Attack of the Clones. Well, guys, since I have you here, and it is a Thursday, I like to do something special on my Thursdays, besides showing you, show yourself yesterday. Let me have some coffee. I want to cheers to you guys for being super awesome and for all you guys coming in on the chat and coming later. 1, 2, 3, cheers. I need some courage, some caffeine courage. All right, I'm going to bring you over here to my piano. How's that? How's that? I think the first time we did this, it wasn't daylight savings yet. Hello. Oh, wait. I did this wrong. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, guys. You would think that after like 2 years, I'd be good. Good. There we go. That way I can have you here. So I am going to play some music for you. Let's see. I think I need to scoot you back. My mouse was really upset at me this morning because it was not where. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There you go. All right, what you want to hear? Just kidding. I'm not. I know, so unprofessional. I know. You know, it's not a tight ship. Thought it was, but it's not. All right. I didn't really warm up this morning, and in fact, my fingers are always cold, and my coffee was getting cold. So let's see. I would like to play for you. If I can find it, it's in this book. It's called The Shepherd Pipes. There we go. I am going to butcher that name. But this is Shepherd Pipes, performed by Brittany Luberda. Okay, ready? Can you guys count me in? Oh wait, I didn't flip out my kimono like coattails. There we go. Did you enjoy that? Ooh, a minor key, of course. All right, there's another one. I'm gonna butcher the rhythm, but I want to play it for you. It's one of my favorites, but I am going to butcher it because my hands are cold, and something about these fingers just don't want to work this morning at all. All right. This one is called Still Waters. Y'all, guess how much this book was? Guess how much? I'm like, oh, you see it. It was 10 cents. 10 whole cents. A dime, really. I got it from a thrift store. And it's one of my favorite books I've played out of. Okay, this one, a whole 2 cents. It was Tree Fitty. There we go. So this one's called Still Waters by Janine Yeager. Oh, that's one of my favorites, and I'm going to butcher it. But good morning. Here we are. All right. Again. I'm gonna play that over again. My hands are cold. I'm gonna play this over. Ready? 1, 2. I freaked out. I freaked out, y'all. But that's one of my favorites. But my hands are cold. I think my hands are cold. Let's see. I'm gonna play a little bit of A Quiet Place. All right, ready? Ready? 1, 2. There it is, Brittany. I basically just cut out the whole B section. I'm not going to have you listen to me sight read a B section. It's so lovely. Oh, and then you have Jeannie Yeager, which was 10 cents. Yeah, so go to your local thrift store, Clorox wipe your book, and it's awesome. And then we have, this is one of my favorite songs to give to all my students. I'm going to have some coffee. It's one of my favorite songs. It's Martha Meir. Love her. One of my piano students came to me with her 3rd book, and I never knew Martha Meir, you know, because we know like Mozart and Beethoven, and like we know those songs, but any of these contemporary composers, you know, I didn't really know them. So I was really excited to find Jeannie Yeager and Martha Meir, these wonderful composers, because otherwise I'd just be playing like Mozart and Beethoven, and they're grand. I love them, but I really love that nice contemporary sound. I really love I really love that. That's my favorite. Have you guys, can you see that I haven't really taught a piano lesson in a while, and I'm like, I want to teach. I just want to teach. All right. This one's called Tahitian Sunset. And I gave this to one of my students, so he better be practicing. All right, ready? 1, 2. Nope. Oh, Brittany. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. I'm a professional. That didn't happen. Ready? Part, y'all. I didn't practice this part. So this is the part where you have to, it says mezzo forte. I don't like playing it that way, and this is my house, so let me replay this for you. There you go. Do you like how after I play, I'm like, thriller night. Let's see, thank you. I've been wanting to take piano lessons, but I probably won't. Girl, go take some lessons. My neighbor's taking some lessons right now. Well, I guess not right now. But she's taking them, so you should see if Brittany will give you some of her FaceTime. I mean, yeah, we do have time. Katie, yes, of course. Of course. If I only still had a piano. So I had a piano student. Wait, I'm not talking to my phone. I'm talking to you. I'm like, wait, which one am I on again? So I have a piano student who is convinced that she cannot practice piano on her piano. That's right. That's right. She is convinced because her piano does not look like my piano. Her piano is one of those like 61 keys or 88 keys. It's one of those, I call my rinky-dink ones because I had a rinky-dink one. I had one that was like, I don't know, I got it during high school. So I think my parents were like, look, we're going to give you the tools, but we don't know if this is going to stick, and it didn't until I took lessons, and then I finally understood what all of it actually really means, because it was really hard to teach, to teach myself how to do that. So it was super easy when I had, just kidding. It was not super easy when I had a teacher. I still had to like work hard. I just couldn't give up, because I did before. And when I was teaching myself, it's easy to be like, I'll figure this out later. But when you're with the teacher, there is no later. You have to figure it out, now or by, your next lesson. So, so So I have a student that's convinced, she's like, well, I can't practice on my piano. And I'm like, well, what happened to your piano? And she's like, well, it's not like yours. And I'm like, so that's the excuse. That was a new excuse because I didn't even use that one. I'm like, every time my students come in with an excuse, I'm like, dude, I've used that. I was a terrible student. I know you can't put anything over me because I did them all. You can't do that. So that was a new one. And so I showed her my piano, my very first piano, you know, and it's a 61 keys, not weighted. It has all the songs on it, like Happy Birthday and My Heart Will Go On. That's on it. That, and it'll just play it, you know. That was my first one. And I told her, I was like, I had this one for years. I mean, until, you know, I graduated college and I got this bad boy, right? So I was like, this one's mine. So hopefully, you know, it was to tell her, like, there is no excuse. You're just not looking at your music, you know? There you go. I had plenty of teachers that called me out. And that's why, you know, my neighbor, she's like, Brittany, I can't think of you as someone who, you know, doesn't practice or someone who, you know, or who makes excuses, you know, like, I don't know you to be that person. I'm like, that's because I got my butt burned for years by super talented, super skilled people. And that's why, you know, you just get your butt burned one too many times. That's all. That's me. Let's see. I don't see myself actually practicing. I just want to magically able to play. I had a student who thought that I was born knowing how to play piano. And I'm like, hey, do you want a time machine? Do you have a time machine where you can watch me cry before my piano class? Because that's what I did. Or the high anxiety of playing in front of my teacher. I just want you guys to know that me playing piano in front of you was really terrifying for me. I'm really self-conscious about it because I don't really perform playing piano. You know, I perform singing because that's my main job. That's my main bread. But so thank you for being here. Thank you for this safe space. Let's see. Yeah. Started learning on an organ. Cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Then my parents bought an old piano, took lessons for 4 or 5 years. Oh, well, you can still pick it up again. We have plenty of time now. Plenty of time. I can send you my rinky-dink keyboard that has My Heart Will Go On. Oh, thank you. Guys, you're too kind. I know certain songs, but it turns out the heart not beginner friendly. No, I had to, my neighbor was like, hey, can you give me piano music for the Rose? You know, Bette Midler, you know, it's a heart afraid of breaking, that I sang for my 6th grade talent show. Yeah. A cappella. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I have the sheet music, but girlfriend, we just learned the C chord. And that was it. So I went over and I tried to explain, but I'm like, I know I'm speaking some completely different language right now. So I tried, and I was like, look, if you have any questions, just FaceTime me, you know, and we'll be good. Yeah. I have my keyboard right now. I could practice some. Yeah. Well, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Oh, as a way, I asked my piano tuner this. Clean your keyboards. You can do it with rubbing alcohol. Don't put vodka on it. First of all, did you see that Tito's Vodka sent out a thing that said, do not use this as a disinfectant because our alcohol content is not high enough. They're only like 40% alcohol and you need something that's higher. So please don't put vodka or alcohol on your piano. But rubbing alcohol, and he said like Clorox wipes. That way you can disinfect your piano. Yeah. Yeah, you need a 16 minimum. Yes, that's what the nurse says. You need a 60 minimum, 60% minimum. for all that. Guys, what's up with my lighting? I feel like I'm like, it's super dark. Anywho's, why would you waste good vodka? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Well, anywho, thank you guys so much for being here as I terrifyingly played piano, because that's something new. When I started Coffee Break, I really did it. Do you know what my biggest fear is? Are you ready for this? Public speaking. I am terrified to talk to people and not know what I'm going to say. And I do it most mornings. So I'm hoping, that I'm trying to get over that fear. I feel pretty confident in here now, but I'm trying to get over the fear of my piano playing, So, yeah, thanks for the concert. Well, all my lovely friends, they're all singing and they're all playing. And so, usually on Thursdays, I want to have a song for you. It's just I don't want YouTube to copyright strike me or whatever, But guys, we got to go on with our day. I love you, each and every one of you on the chat. Let's see who is with me today. We have Margaret and Janine, Katie, Cindy, and Matt. If you guys remember from one of my hypercuts or one of my past coffee breaks, Matt was the one, if he's still on with me, he was the one who I went to his concert. I went to his concert. It was going to be me and another dude from New Orleans Opera, but he flaked on me. And so I'm sitting by myself and I'm enjoying this beautiful piano concert. And he was the one, he played those Debussy pieces. It was towards the end of his recital. And it brought me to my happy place. And guess where my happy place was? My happy place was literally here. It was like speaking to you without a face, right? And it was here. It wasn't the beach or Disney World or like, I don't know, Mars, whatever. It was here and it was with you. So all you guys just really made my morning special. So I hope that I was able to bring a little bit of special and happiness and just a little bit of joy in this really confusing and scary time. So I hope I was able to do that for you because you bring that to me really every morning. So I love you guys. Yeah, everyone go watch The Tiger King. The most ridiculous documentary. It's a lot. It's a lot. The more you play first, the more comfortable. Yeah, I will be. And then hope, yeah. And that way I can learn more pieces for you. I can't just repeat pieces. Oh my god, But thank you. Please send me your super awesome mugs. You can find me down at my social at Brittany Luberda on Instagram or at It's Really Brittany on Facebook. Please send me your super awesome fun mugs. I mean, even if they're blank, I still want to see your super awesome fun mugs. And you can also do it hashtag Coffee Break with Brittany because my girl Janine will do that. Thank you. I see them and I love them. I I get all giddy every time I see your picture. So I love you guys. I hope you have a super awesome day and everything goes your way. And let the binging begin. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to go. I have to start my day. And you should too. You should too. All right. I love you. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.